Okay, hi YouTube. Hi. I am I'm going to talk about interviews today. So refer to whatever handouts that you have and just listen, okay? Now I'm going to talk to you guys. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, let's talk about interviews, yeah? Who here has gone on interviews before? Hands up. Or write in the chat. Nadira, you've never gone on an interview before? Fatin Nabila, have you been on interview before? Akil Daniel, have you been on interview before? Yes.
Yes, Brendan.
Yes, okay. Zohaili, have you been on interview before? Yes, no? No? Zohaili,
Yes.
have you been on an interview before? Have you been on an interview before, I asked.
Sorry, I'm lagging.
What?
Yes.
Yes. What did you get interview for?
Only one lah.
Yeah, what was it about?
One job. But
A job?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Zulhilmi, have you been interviewed before? Means I'm lagging. Okay, right. You're lagging, that's fine. Fatin, have you been interviewed before?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what for? What is it for?
For Tesla.
Tessel?
Foundation in Tesla.
Oh, almost my friend. High five, high five. So, did you did you get it?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Because,
cause you're here, right?
Yeah.
So, what did they ask you during an interview?
My I don't really remember, but about myself, but I don't really remember.
It's only been 1 year
They
and you
asked
don't
me,
remember. Okay.
they asked me about myself. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, never mind. You can't remember. You have very short-term memory, yeah. Okay. Right. Next page. Muhammad. Muhammad, are you here?
Hello.
Yes. Have you been on an interview before?
Yes.
About what?
About work.
About work. Okay. Do you remember any questions that I asked you?
They asked about myself.
What's the
That's
job
all.
for? What was the post? What was the job? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now I know. I'm bleeding from my foot. Oh, shucks. What was this? Oh, I cut myself. Ah, damn. Okay, then. Now I know where the blood came from. It's from my feet. From my foot. I must have hit my foot in a, like, sharp thing. See? I'm so sad. So anyway, never mind my foot. So how did you feel when you were interviewed? Excited? That's good. Yeah. Shafika Redzwan, have you been interviewed before? So sad.
Yes, madam.
Madam, who madam? I know got madam here.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, what were you interviewed for?
To enter the MRSM.
MRSM, very good. You were quite young then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you remember about that interview?
You asked me about my UPSR result.
Mm-hmm.
Did I can many madam.
Many things. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Okay. Now, let's look at what we have here. I'm going to share with you. Where's the acrobat hair here? Okay. So today, now you can switch off your camera. When I ask you to switch it on, you can switch on again, okay? All right, today we are going to look at preparing for a personal presentation, such as outfit, grooming, and accessory. Prepare an effective introduction of yourself, highlighting your suitability, motivation, preferences, and interpersonal skills and eligibility. Eligibility, yeah? Eligibility means that you are eligible for that job, such as education, knowledge, experience, and training. Next, to anticipate interview questions and prepare responses that relate to the company's requirement. Number 4, to use appropriate social etiquette during interviews. Number 5, excuse me. Number 5 is to respond appropriately, fluently, audibly. Audibly means so that you can hear, so that people can hear you. So you cannot speak like too softly. So if people ask you, you cannot say, "What's your name?" My name is Anissa. You have to be strong and confident. My name is Anissa. Don't say, "My name is Anissa." If you go up, it means that you're not sure. So tip, you go down. When you want to appear more certain than you actually are, your intonation should go down. Like that. Your intonation should go down, because when your intonation goes up, it sounds like a question. So, like, I would love to work here. I would love to work here. So intonation down at the end, right? So if you say, I would love to work here, then it's like, are you telling me or are you asking me that you're gonna love working here? Okay. Okay. So next, let's get to it. The purpose of a job interview is to exchange information between the person attending the interview, known as the interviewee. Oh dear Lord. The cut is so deep. I'm still bleeding. And the person asking the question in the interview, or interviewer. So basically, this is about exchanging information. Exchanging information is not one-way street. So basically, you are asking yourself if you can see yourself working there, if you like that place, if the vibe is good, yeah. And they want to see you and ask you questions, because sometimes people lie in resumes and lie in letters, right? So they want to see if you are telling the truth, or if you are suitable for their company. And also, you can people do interviews because in an exchange of information, the information is not only what you say, do you know that, but it's also your confidence, because you can't really write, I'm a confident person. You can't really write that and expect people to believe it. People have to see you. People have to see whether you are actually confident or you're like, yeah. So you need to answer all the question posed well enough to impress them professionally and personally. And on your part, you also need to ask questions to obtain relevant and sufficient information that you can't get anywhere else, because sometimes they don't say it in their website, right? So if they say, oh, we have very fun-loving vibe in this office, they can't really write that in the advertisement because that's just superfluous. So this is what you're gonna ask them. You know, you can ask about the company. Okay. There are several questions that you need to consider. You have to have answers for this. So you have to think about these questions before you go into the interview. Like, what are your skills? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How can you be part of the team? You know, things like that. So you have to know yourself, because if you don't know yourself, you can't convince them that they need you in that company. Okay, so you should also start considering what personal preparation that you have to make for the job interview. So basically, what do you wear? How do you address people? Because I remember when I was interviewed for UTEM, I didn't know that the guy interviewing me was director and he's a datuk, you know. So I was like, I called, because I don't know that he's a datuk, and they didn't tell me anyway, and there's no information. I can't very well say, datuk, you know, I can't say that. So I call him tuan. Ala tuan ni, ala encik ni, you know, macam tu, like that. So I'm looking at, you know, messages coming in, so sorry. Okay, right. Personal preparation for a job interview. Let's look at this, guys. Can you guys hear me okay if I don't use the headphones? Because I want the YouTube video to include your answers as well, because otherwise it's gonna sound like only me. So okay, let's look. Personal preparation for a job interview. Hair, comb or style neatly. So for you guys who don't wear for those who wear tudung, this is what you are going to do. You're going to wear some tudung that looks professional. So I don't want the tudung that you wear to, you know, kenduri kahwin, mak temah, whatever, you know, pusing belit like that. No, simple, that highlight your face, you know. So no flapping, no like I saw last night, this one person, they wear tudung like that, and then they ikat like that, you know, they tie it back like that, so it looks like they are wearing a headband or something. So no, nothing like that, don't do that. So for tudung, for hair, let's say you have like really long hair like me, you can put it up like in a bun, neatly styled, or braid it, you know, freshly washed. I don't want any greasy hair. Okay. Makeup accessory, minimal. Okay, minimal meaning to say I don't want girls to go with smoky eyes, you know, or like false lashes. No, don't. Simple. You know, a bit of blusher, a bit of eye mascara, a bit of lipstick. It's enough. Okay. For guys, you have to be clean shaven. I know it's the you have to be very, very neat. For people who have facial hair, very, very it needs to be very neat. You have to ask yourself, will I have this person in my company if they're looking like this? So that should get you the answers. Hair, guys, hair, you know, use oil or cream, hair cream. Make sure it's neat. Okay. Okay, this is very important. What do you wear? What do you wear, people? What do you think you should wear? Huh? What do you think you should wear? Guys, wear a suit if you have one.
Formal clothing.
Sorry, darling, formal wear. Yes, Jana, formal attire. Okay, and the most important thing is it has to be ironed properly. Okay, no matter how expensive your clothes are, if it's not ironed, it looks like that. It looks very untidy. Okay, so tie and jacket for guys. If you don't have a jacket, I would say get a jacket. Boys, you have to have a formal attire at all times. Okay, maybe if you don't have it right now, invest in a good what a good
Wonder.
what? Yes, I am.
What
Yes,
about blazer?
blazers. Yes, yes. Wear blazers. But I'm saying what I'm saying to the boys that they have to invest in a white shirt that you keep very white. And Haikal just left. And a dark tie. Don't have not dark as in quack 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 dark. DARK, dark tie. Yeah, necktie. And learn how to tie it. All right. I'm so thirsty nowadays. I don't know why. All right. For girls, just now Akila asked me, can you wear blazers? Yes. Yes. If you wear a blazer, make sure you tuck in your shirts. I know like we are not into tucking in. Tuck in. Tuck in and then you can wear the blazer outside. Even though if you are wearing shirt and skirt or shirt and pants, make sure you tuck in your shirts. Okay? If it's a button down shirt. Don't wear shirts like this for your interview. This is not professional. This is not formal. All right. If you are going, girls, if you are going in your baju kurung, make sure that the colors are not more than 3 colors. Okay, like it should be simple design, simple simple color scheme, not like neon green and orange, something very subdued. Okay, like this color palette, like black and lilac a bit. That's a nice color combo. All right. Women should not be too sexy. So no tight shirts, no tight pants. But fitting. It should fit you. It should fit your body. It shouldn't be too big either. Should be your style. Yeah, your size. And wear proper shoes. Do not wear sandals. Do not wear strappy sandals. Even girls, covered shoes. Okay, boys, you know what shoes you have to wear. It has to be covered shoes, leather shoes perhaps, or fake leather, it's fine. Don't wear those moccasins, like the soft ones. No, don't wear those. All right. Why is it important? It is important because your appearance count more than what you say. How you carry yourself count more, because in face to face or like even though you are doing a Skype interview, in a face to face interaction, people place more importance on how you say things, how you present yourself, than what actually comes out of your mouth. Okay, so you want to be quirky, you establish yourself first. Boys, if you wear ties, your tie has to reach your belt buckle. Don't wear ties like short and senteng like that. All right. Okay, I already covered that. Okay, let's look at this. How can we improve this guy? How can we improve his appearance? Akila, you want to try? And then Arif,
Cut his hair
cut his hair.
so that he don't look messy.
So it doesn't look messy. Very good. Arif? Arif? Akil? Akil Daniel? How can I unmute people? Guys, don't do this. When I ask you to answer questions, please answer. Long sleeve shirt, very good. Pravina. Anyone else? Akil, if you can't say it, type it. Wear a tie. Okay. Wear a tie. And then Arif, what else? Tuck in the shirt. Very good. Ayuni? Zuhaili, button his shirt. Right. Button up the shirt and wear a tie. Very good. Anything else? Let's look at number 4. Umaira, proper shoes. Very good. Number 4 here.
He should tie in his shirt.
Yes, tuck in his shirt. Very good.
And then the jeans should change with the flag.
Slacks. Very good. Wear a pair of slacks. Very good. Husaini, anything else? Don't wear Crocs. So what should he wear then if he cannot wear Crocs? Oh, it hurts. Wear leather shoes. What color? Buy him some coat. A coat. Yeah, black. Okay, good. All right. Let's look at the female candidate. What can you say about female candidate? What can she number 1, the headdress, the hijab. What should she do? I don't see any problem with the hijab actually. Do you?
Me too, Bonda. I think her dress is okay.
Her dress is okay. What can we fix? We can fix.
Just use baju kurung.
Yeah, shoes.
Her shoes, madam.
Yes, shoes. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe her baju is too big. Look at that.
Madam, what about her tudung?
Her
Is
tudung.
that okay? Tudung like that?
I think it's fine. I think the tudung like that is fine. So maybe this is what you can do. You can change your tudung to either white or black. White or black. You know, you're trying to go for professional. You can do but look old. Are you calling me old, Afiq Daniel? All right. Yeah, I think just the top is a bit too big, right? Don't you think so? Okay, never mind. Let's go to this one. Okay, now let's talk about telephone interviews. Sometimes you know, you have to understand, interviews are very important. If they call you for an interview, they are giving you their time. So you have to be grateful about it. Yeah. So tak kira lah, it doesn't matter whether it's telephone interview, Skype interview, face-to-face interview, because these people have jobs and they took time out from their job to come see you, to see if you can join them. So have that mentality when you approach an interview, because a lot of people, I will get to it later on about getting back to them. But for now, for telephone interview, schedule for a quiet time. If you cannot find a quiet time, go somewhere quiet. Okay, go somewhere quiet. What does that mean? Sometimes when we talk, yeah, when you have class, you hear like music in the background, you hear like your kid sister yelling. If you cannot ask them to be quiet, you go somewhere else. You go somewhere else and try your maybe I don't know, at in your room, close the door, something like that. Have your resume next to you on the phone, meaning to say you have your own resume for you to refer to, so that if they have any questions, they can refer to, about your experience, work experience. Tell me a bit more about this and that. Tell me a bit more about, okay, you said that you are a team leader. Tell me how you improve yourself by being a team leader. Things like that they ask. Okay, prepare notes, meaning to say basic questions. Why you want this job? Why you pick this company? Or what can you bring to the company, things like that. Why should we hire you? Questions like that. You have to have answers already, because if you wait until they ask you questions and you haven't thought about it before, then most probably you will give either insufficient answer, meaning to say not enough, or you will answer it not giving them enough information, or you just like go off into a tangent somewhere. Okay, next, number 4, you research the company. So what they do, who do they do business with, what is their business, because some people, they're like, oh, I just want a job, I don't care who. Then it's like you want to date a person, a boy or a girl, and then you're like, oh, I don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, I take you je lah. Do you think people will feel that you are a good boyfriend or girlfriend material? Will they just take you like that? You have to get to know them first, right? Oh, I noticed that you like to wear dresses. Where did you buy your dresses? Or I like that you wear a lot of dresses. I noticed that. Something like that. So in a company, you will be like, oh, I have some, I read XYZ article about your company, and I'm very interested and I'm very excited to read that you have a very creative environment, because I'm a creative person, therefore I could be in your company. You see what I mean? So you know something about them, so that you know something about them and you know something about yourself, so you see whether you're fit or not. Your job is to convince them that you are a good fit for the company. Okay, that's why you need to research the company. Otherwise you'll be like, all those desperado guys or girls, I don't care, I just want a boyfriend. He can be, he can not bathe 3 months, and I don't care as long as I have a boyfriend. Some people are like that with marriage as well. I don't care, I just want to get married. No, don't. You have to make sure that you are ready. Okay, have questions ready, meaning to say, when you are being interviewed, people will ask you all sorts of questions, and at the end of it, they'll ask you, do you have any question? You can ask them questions that you are curious about, because one thing, if you don't ask any question, they think that you are dull and you are not very clever. So you want to ask good questions. You can say, can you please tell me, um, what kind of candidate that you are looking for to fill this position? So you know what they are looking for. All right. So a lot of people say, ask about salary. Some people, they have the balls to ask about salary, or sometimes the company itself bring up the mention of salary. Plan a closing meaning to say, how do you exit the interview. So you go in, right? You go in, and then have you ever had this conversation with people where people don't know when to stop, right? They like just, and then this and this and this, and then you can help. If they ask you, do you have any questions for us? You say, I just wanted to know XYZ, and then they answer that questions, right? So after they answer, you just say, thank you so much. This is, write this down. Thank you for taking the time to see me. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. So they know that you are being appreciative, and you guys are winding down as well. Winding down. Okay. If you need any more information, please let me know. You can call me. You can email me. Thank you. And then they're gonna say, if they want to end the interview as well, they're gonna say, yeah, yeah, thank you. It was very good to see you. We'll call you. And then when you hear that, we'll call you, or we'll call you if we have any offer, and you're like, okay, thank you. You just, I would like to take my leave now. That also you can write, I'd like to take my leave now, if you don't have any question. And they say, okay, yeah, okay. And you stand up, and then you say, thank you so much. And then you get out. Because otherwise you're going to be there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. All right? Okay. How to ace a job interview. This, I think you know, but some people might not know. Get as much information about the position you're applying for. Look into that company, whether it's something that you see yourself growing with. Revise your resume to fit the company. Like, for example, they want, we are looking for an innovative programmer. So you make sure that in your resume, you show innovation, like winning XYZ prize for innovation or whatever. Yeah. So you have to think about your work. Remember just now I asked some of you, did you have you ever been in an interview before? And some of you said yes. And I asked you, what did they ask you? So you have to think back on what you've been doing, what are your work experience, how you can spin your work experience into something what they like, something they like. For example, you work as a waitress, let's say waiter or waitress, and you want to be that's the only work experience that you have, right? So when you are looking at the new company, how can you spin your position as a waiter or waitress into something that they can use? Because they're looking for a programmer, let's say, but you worked before as a waitress. Okay, first of all, you might have gone to internship. So you can say, during my internship, I learned how to work with people. Basically, what they're looking for, they are looking for people that are going to be good with the people already in their company. So you emphasize on teamwork, how you can work in teams, how you can collaborate with people, how you can lead, how you can be follower, things like that. All right. So even though your job before was as a what do you call that thing, as a waitress, you can say, I help my friend, I help my friend to figure out the menu, or I created a system so that each person will get a few tables, so even though your job is as a waiter, you talk about your human relationship, how you communicate, your communication skill that you learn in that job. That's how you fit what you a seemingly unfitable or totally out of the way kind of job to a job that you are doing right now. For example, I was a photocopy girl before, right? So I wanted to get a job as a lecturer. So I can say that, yeah, I know how, admin stuff works, and that makes me I that makes me a very good candidate because I know a lot about clerical work as well. So I can add to this job. You know what I mean? So you spin whatever your previous position, your previous experience into the skills that you learn into the new job. Even though, because at the end of the day, when you have a job, you're dealing with people. So for example, I'm a lecturer, right? But let's say I want to be a manager at Petronas, let's say, which I got, by the way. I can say that, how does your experience as a teacher, as a lecturer, can translate into this role? I can say that I am very good at encouraging my staff, or in that previous life, encouraging my students. They open up to me, and I can give them clear instruction that they can follow, and I have timeline and things like that. So you are highlighting your leadership qualities. I don't talk about, oh, I teach them how to ace an interview, or I teach them, tenses, I teach them grammar. No, I pick the skills that I use, that I can translate into the next company. So far so good, guys. Oh dear Lord, so much blood. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Rehearse being interviewed. So you can ask your sister or your mother or your brother to ask you questions. The point of asking, and you have to answer. A lot of people, they are rehearsing in their head. Right? Sometimes when you know something in your head, it just doesn't come out here. So you ask them, you ask lists of questions, you write down lists of questions, you ask your friend to ask you questions. So you rehearse answering. So when you rehearse answering, you don't go like, at that time you're like, oh, dengan nervous, you're like, I don't know what to say, and then nothing comes out. Okay? So this is very important. A lot of people rehearse in their head. Don't rehearse just in your head. Rehearse like verbally. Ask yourself questions and practice the answers. Okay? Next, use proper etiquette in your interview. So don't be late, because what they're going to see is like, oh, if he can be late on the first day, he's gonna be late forever. People are going to extrapolate what you do on that day to your ethics. They're gonna say, oh, if he is not properly dressed, he's never gonna be properly dressed. It means that he doesn't care about our rules. They make conclusions like that. Okay. Next, build a rep. Oh yeah, this is very important. Turn off your mobile phone. Turn off your mobile phone. Nobody wants to hear, oh, sorry. And then masa tu like, you want to switch it off. Silent. If you don't want to turn it off, silent it. I don't understand why people can't do without their phone for like 15 minutes. Understand? So phone is off, because people, like, let's say you're on a date. If you're on a date and you start talking on the phone, how would the other person feel? If somebody goes on a first date with you and then they keep on like checking their phone and playing games with their phone and not giving you attention, would you like that? No. You wouldn't like that. Okay? So build rapport with your interviewer from the beginning. So make eye contact. Make eye contact, and then shake hand firmly. When you shake hand, you go grab their hand, shake once. Don't give fish hand like that. Melayu, I don't know, Melayu, no, Malaysians, not Melayu je. Malaysians, their handshakes are stupid. They go like this. Ini salam kenduri. I don't want that. I don't want any kenduri salam. I want a professional one. You grab and you shake once. And then you let go. Don't be like, and then kitty, 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 kitty. No, don't do that. Okay? Introduce yourself like, hi, I'm Anissa. I'm here for the interview. No, enough. Okay? A lot of people, so handshakes you need to practice as well. Boys, if men have weak handshakes, that's even worse than girls having weak handshakes. I'm telling you. So practice your handshake. Okay? Ask your interviewer questions if they give you the opportunity. Sometimes they don't have time, but if they do you have any question? You ask them question. Plan the question you're gonna ask before you come into the interview, okay? Alrighty. Okay. I don't want to annotate. Oh, okay. How's this? How do I do this? Okay. There. So before the interview, arrive early, things like that. Research, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to repeat myself. Start of the interview. First impression is important. Okay, some people, they're like, oh, he's so good looking, and then when they open their mouth, it sounds like no, that's not good. So first interview is very important. Impression is made in the first 30 seconds. So this is where you want to show your friendliness and professionalism. You want to look at everyone, you want to smile at everyone. Don't smile like you're scared. Smile like, okay. During the interview, attitude must be positive. Communication, verbal and non-verbal. Don't do an interview like that. Don't do an interview like that. This means you are not open. Alright? There'll be some more that you can look at. At the end of the interview, ask the job-related question. I talked about this already. This is the one that is so important. Interview follow-up. Write them an email or write them a thank you note, thank you card. This is real. Yeah, this is real. When it got down to it, there's this person, like there are two candidates. They are neck to neck. They don't know who to pick, because they are so close. And then one person sent a thank you note, thank you card, thank you email, thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really appreciate you spending time for me. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Itu je, that's it. But a lot of people don't do it. So can you imagine there are two neck and neck kind of interview candidates, and one send a thank you note. Guess who's gonna get the job? The person who sent in the note. Okay, because you need to make a good impression. So it's like dating. I always think of interviews as dating. It's like when you are done with the date, right? You're like, okay, bye, okay, and then you send them a text. Not too long, not too long. You just say, the next day or the night after that, you say, thank you for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. Maybe we can do it next time. If you want a second date. If you don't want a second date, thank you so much. I think you're a great person. I just don't think that this is going anywhere. You have to know how to say all these things. Can you imagine if they are like, if she went on 3 dates, right? Everyone kind of like, after the date, they don't talk to her. Who she's gonna pick for the next date? Of course, someone who see her. Did you get home all right? Did you get home safely? I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Just thanks. People nowadays, people don't know how to say thank you. That's it. Okay. Mhm. This, okay, what is wrong? What is wrong? This is lack of planning of personal career, no purpose or goal. That's no. Lack of enthusiasm, like you're like, like somebody forced you to be there. You have to, with your body language, you have to show that you're interested. You know, you smile, you nod when people talk, and then you answer the question, you smile. Okay, this is a big no-no. Condemning past employer, you cannot do that. You cannot say, you're my last employer is so bad. And then when people ask you, so why do you want to leave your last employer? You say, oh, they have, you know, I hate working there. It's so stifling. No, no, no. You, even though you hate the company you work for, you always gonna say something positive. You can say, because I think I'm up for a new challenge. I am very good at my job and my old company, but I don't feel challenged. So I'm looking for a new challenge. See? You don't have to tell these people that, they gossip and whatever, makcik bawang, whatever. See? Lip handshake. Very, very bad. Very, very wrong. Very strong handshake. Thank. This is very important. You have to be there on time. And you have to know about the company that you are. Yes, Sophia. Any questions, Sophia? Okay, while I do the practice with the rest of the class, I'm going to say goodbye to my YouTube people. Bye. So I hope you can get some pointers on how to ace an interview uh, from the lecture just now. Okay, thank you. See you. Bye.